Okay, so this is for test model staging. If you sit through the other clips, this will be the last one. The idea is we want to control the life cycle of the model in my ML flow. Recalling to this ML flow, I have this like this. Let's pretend the scenario that I want to pretend is there is current version in the production like this. Like this. Okay, pretending, and this second version is moved to the staging by hand. There are some other team, some other person who built this model, and they are very happy with this new model, and they want to launch this to the user. We, as the developer and actually administrator of the app and system admin, well, we are everyone in the team because they're only you. But when you write the app, you want to make sure that your app won't die because of the model is incompatible with your code. You want to test the model in the staging before you roll it out to the production. So that's why I made this test model staging. In here, the team already registered the model they want us to test. You could do it by hand, but if you write a test case like I showed you earlier here, model staging, you don't need to test it by hand, as same as the app. So here now I use what is called depends, and you have to install this PyTest depends. The reason why I use depends is normally when you try to run a test case, it will try to execute all of them independently, so it can be done in parallel. But here, I want to first make sure that when I load the model, I am able to load. If I don't able to load, then other tests does not need to be executed. So these depends. This function, testing function, depend on this one. If this fail, then I don't have to execute this one. If you just skip. Without the dependency, if this fail, it will keep doing everything else, and everything else will just fail. Okay. Yes. Yeah, that's the depends. So here I test the loading function, whether it's able to load. And here I test whether it's able to perform this prediction over here. I think this one, don't remember what is this one. I think, okay, it can perform the predict, and I check the output and I check the coefficient. Okay, yeah. So I can run this script, but that's fine. Yeah, I execute the script on this workflow. So this workflow will be executed manually because of the workflow dispatch. It's run on this. I check out. I don't need to build my Docker. Because I don't even care. What I mean is, I will load I have to make sure that I'm not wrong here. I'm probably wrong. It will just build anyway. Oh, okay, got it. Oh, yeah, it's rebuilt. Yeah, sorry, this is wrong. Because when I check out, I will get this file, do compose up, it will... Oh, okay, sorry. When you right click here and compose up, it will do two things. It will build and then compose up. But if you only perform Docker compose up, you can see, okay, let me Docker compose down. If I do, Docker compose up, you see it won't attempting to build the image. One is the image is already there, but if I try to remove the image, here, if I try to remove the image from here, remove, YAML dash, let's go. If I remove that, compose down, and I perform the compose up, you can see it won't attempt the building process. It will just pulling the latest one. Any compose in the latest one is the latest one. And here is the version 3.0.12 because we just make a new one, as you see earlier. So I want to test, and to me it's fine to test the staging here, the model in the staging, using the latest version of the app. So that's why I use this. I don't need to build. And then I will run this Pi test model. And if the model or this test runs successfully, I will perform this transition.py. So that's another one that I have built over here, transition.py. It has done nothing except register model to production, which is in the utils here, over here. So in here, I connect to the ML flow using ML flow client, but you can do it in the other way. This way I use ML flow client. And I register the model, this one, to the latest version, using the latest version. No, what I have done here? I think this will query the model, this model. And I will get a bunch of model. I think I have to show you this. You won't understand. Nobody understands. Even I forget what I have done. I couldn't find a better way, so this is it. I think this is it. This is it. This is not it. Okay. Right. Right. I think I can run this. I don't want to do this. I just want to show you model. Right, please. Probably I need, yeah. Okay, Jupyter. It's already 12:40 in the morning of Monday. And I have to go to the class in the morning too. Yeah. I should have done this last week, but I spent time doing something else that's equally important. Okay, print, please, print. Print? No. Why? because it's a function name. Okay, got it. Are you happy now? I am happy now. Okay, so what it does is we query these models, which is this. Yeah, is we query this, and this is what I get. The current version, I don't know why latest version got me this, but this is without this, I don't even remember what did I get. I just get this. It will give me a lot of things, which is referring to this. And I want this tag, which is all the model list here. So I have to specify latest version, and I'm going to find the model that has the current state of staging, which is the one we just test according to this, according to the workflow. And I'm going to do this performing transition. So if I turn this on, make sure that my model is doing staging, I will move the model from this model, I will move it to the production, and whatever model already exits in the production will move to archive. So I'll show you the one without auto moving. I run the code, model name is on exit. Model name is this one. Model name, why is that exit? Model name in my utils, model name is drawing from here, so right. Yeah, and if I refresh this one, now my version 2 is moving to the production. If I use this equal to true, I move this back to the staging. I run this code again, refresh. Now it's like this. This is what I want to happen automatically when I test the staging in the model. It will move to the production right away, right? But this will not be done in this manner. It will be done using the script that already built in the workflow. So anyone want to perform this can just click execute. So now let me move this back to staging, and this will go back to the production. All right. So now because of I already have this workflow, anytime anyone want to move the model or test the model and move and right away deploy the model to the production, all they have to do is come to here, run the workflow, or from this page you can go to GitHub action and click this one, trigger workflow. Equally the same, but I'm gonna show you from here. When I trigger, there should be a new runs appear. I can monitor it from here. Compose up. The compose. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. I got it. Okay. Okay. Are you happy now? Right. Let's push this one. Let's push this one, just workflow. Okay, update workflow, let's go. I think I done the env later on. Probably, that's why it doesn't make sense. Okay. Oh. Why? But I put my env in. Oh, yeah. Did it use the new one? It doesn't seem like so. Yeah, it doesn't use the new one. Let's check the workflow in here, whether it's get updated. Okay, I think I know. I update the wrong one. Ah, yeah, it's doing work during the night when you're not ready. Okay. Yeah, you can guess all these ready, just those not so smart errors. Yeah, now Unify is there. Now, okay. So you can see we just get the latest version of my app from Docker Hub. Okay, testing, 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 testing. Yeah, yeah. Now at this point, there's supposed to be, yeah, into production. Yeah, 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 yeah. What is, why is this warning? I don't know. Unexpected input. Valid input are finding. No, it is correct. Yeah. All right. So that's a lot of things to do, but at the end, if you do it correctly, then it would be only one time things, and now it could be a lot more difficult, but this is kind of simplify because we have set it up the things such that this is can be done a little more simpler. For example, because we already go through proxy, shell, private and public key, generating, da 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 da. So you don't have to study that again. And that is like a standard way to shell into a server using private public key. So setting up this, it's just matter of putting your private key into the GitHub repository. If you are very, very paranoid, you could generate a new key that only this GitHub repository own. That is also possible in a very secure way. Then, because we already use everything in Docker, deploying and publishing, testing. It just it's just a matter of whether the environment can use Docker or not. Without Docker, you have to prepare your Python environment. You have to select the Python version within the workflow. You have to do pip install. You have to perform the pip install, prepare the pip list of pip install, uh, testing different environment, etc., etc., etc. If you want to make sure that your app runs in Ubuntu different version, but because of we use Docker, we can be sure that any OS that can run Docker, it can run our app via Docker. And when it's time to deploy, because we already pack everything into a Docker, we can exploit Docker Hub by putting your image into Docker Hub and then just pulling image from the Docker Hub. Then your image is deployed. Without it, you will have to shell into your server during Git checkout. Then you have to set up the Git in your server, set up the environment separately here and there. With Docker, you just need to make sure that it's use Docker. You don't even need to pull the Git or perform Git fetch, Git pull, Git checkout, da 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 da. So I hope anyone who have done deploy before and CICD before will appreciate Docker way. If you haven't done Docker way before, then I hope you appreciate the Docker way. And those people who haven't done deploy in CI/CD before, the only thing I can say is it could be much difficult without Docker. You don't need to love Docker now. I don't know when you should love Docker, but eventually, I hope you will end up finding that Docker is the thing that everyone should know. And you cannot imagine why a person can live without Docker. There's just no way.